Yo guys, it's Arj back again with another Dragon Ball Super manga spoiler video, and tomorrow, you may or may not know, is the release of chapter 45 of the official Dragon Ball Super manga. And usually, like a couple days before, we do get some leaked images or story details. We haven't got any leaked images this time, but what we do have is the entire plot synopsis of what's going to be happening in the chapter. And that's very interesting because not only is the content quite shocking and interesting, this has got to be the first time we've seen literally the whole chapter just written out in terms of what's going to be happening. So let's just get right into it. So it comes courtesy of Ultimate Gamer 45. Now he says in French that it's a rumor, and this was a rumor at one point, but the reason why I know that it's not actually a rumor and it's true now is because earlier in the day DBS Chronicles also gave some tidbits about what he had heard is going to be coming up in the chapter, and it corroborates completely. So I'll read what Super said, aka DBS Chronicles said. He says, some leaks say Moro absorbs Porunga's power, and together as Raspberry leaves for Earth to absorb Shenron. Goku and Vegeta are down for the count. And he says this may be fake and this may not be the real deal. And then he goes on to say, also according to this leak, Goku does something similar to take all these Infinity Stones, Thanos, and fight me at your full power, which initially seemed like a joke, but we now know, as he says, looks like the summary was true, and that is because we have Ultimate Game here with the full summary. So I'm going to read this out to you now. Moro fights both Goku and Vegeta in this chapter. As we know, Vegeta fought Moro last chapter. He began fighting him in Super Saiyan God form. Moro first fights Vegeta, who turns Super Saiyan Blue in the first page of the manga chapter right before the battle begins. He uses his magic to toy with Vegeta's mind, who sees his body melting. While Vegeta's mind is distracted, seemingly disconnected from his body since he doesn't feel anything, Moro just slowly walks towards Vegeta and knocks him out with a single punch. So straight away, we are seeing some Mangekyo Sharingan level Genjutsu being applied on Vegeta, which is also a first for the series. Goku is next, but Moro increases Goku's mass, making him incredibly heavy and unable to move from the ground. Moro knocks him out with a single chop to the neck, so that is definitely a callback to the Beerus fight when Beerus knocked out Super Saiyan 3 Goku with a knock to the neck as well. Moro then forces Mori to bring out Porunga. Now Mori, if you don't remember him, is the new elder Namek of New Namek. So he takes on after Good passes away, and that is why he would be the one to then bring out Porunga. Firstly, Moro wishes for youth. He's only slightly more muscular after this and still seems skinny and becoming young again. So that grey beard of Moro is definitely going to disappear and turn into black, maybe become a little shorter, and he's going to bulk up a little bit. After his first wish, Moro absorbs the Dragon Ball's magic, rendering them unusable and increasing his magic power. Now this is interesting because, as we know, Moro can absorb life energy, but it now seems he's able to absorb magic power as well, inexplicably. Moro allows Raspberry, he still doesn't have a name in the manga, so obviously if you're confused who Raspberry is, he's that guy that actually brought Moro to New Namek on the ship, and he tells him to leave in his ship, but warns him that he will end up eating all the living energy of the universe anyway. So Moro does tell him he will thank him for his help and tell him that he will be the last to die as appreciation for even helping him. So I'm sure he's very happy to hear that. Goku manages to wake up, but he's no longer heavy. Goku seems excited about Moro's power. Goku thinks that if Moro managed to become so strong by absorbing Porunga's power, then he might be even stronger if he absorbs the power of the other dragons. Goku makes an offer to Moro. He will gather the Earth's Dragon Balls and the Super Dragon Balls so that Moro can kill the dragons and absorb their power. But in return, Moro must fight him again without any mind tricks. Moro accepts, and then we then get a single panel where we seem to have a bad feeling. Apparently he's aware of what's happening. Oh my god, honestly, this chapter is sounding crazy for so many reasons. Let's just, first of all, Moro, come on. Moro can absorb Dragon's powers suddenly. He can absorb Porunga. And then Goku, being the psychopath and sociopath that he really is now, 100% like Goku Black level, he then says, let's bring him the Earth's Dragon Balls and the Super Dragon Balls so that Moro can become even stronger. Like, what is that? What is the whole point of this? Who is this character Goku now? He's definitely gone off the rails. I mean, it was bad enough the Eternal Power being his idea and him putting like multiple universes at risk, but for him now to also put the universe at risk once again with Moro, who even says that he's going to absorb all of the living energy of the universe eventually to make him stronger after he gets beaten down by an old Moro who hasn't even made his wish to become young again. It makes no sense. It is crazy to think that Goku even implies this. We don't know if he's bluffing or he actually does it. It makes it seem as if he is actually going to do it. And even the wording here, kill the dragons, it all just seems very evil and out of place, but apparently this is what Goku's going to do and what he's going to offer. And it's no surprise Whis is aware of this, and Whis does have a bad feeling, because surely Beerus, Whis, the Grand Priest and Zeno-sama cannot just let Goku do this. They cannot just let the Super Dragon Balls, which are Dragon Balls which can make anything happen, go into the hands of Moro, a villain who's going to use it to just absorb their power. Now, if he becomes so much stronger from just absorbing Porunga, after Shenron, which is a weaker dragon, he will get a little boost, but the Super Dragon Balls, that could potentially put him well over the edge. Now, what is Goku thinking? I don't know, but perhaps he is thinking that Moro would become a good challenge for Broly, who is obviously the ultimate strength that Goku knows. Potentially he's doing that. I don't know, because there's no way Goku can beat him, given that he just got beaten by Moro in his old form with one strike to the neck. I mean, it makes very little sense here, but these are the spoilers. I'm looking forward to tomorrow to see what's happening. I am shocked that it's going down this dark route where Goku is actually considering and bartering like the actual Dragon Balls of Earth and the Super Dragon Balls. The Earth Dragon Balls being ones which they've relied on for so long. The wording "kill the dragons" reminds me of like GT and like basically the storyline of GT, where he's basically gonna make Moro become Omega Shenron by absorbing these Dragon Balls. I don't know what's going on, but tomorrow we'll tell all. If we get any new pictures today and new spoilers, I will be dropping them on this channel as well, so keep a notification bell hit and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.